Yeah, gotta go. All right, back up. When the night falls, when the shadows become dark and black, the silent pall of evil settles upon the earth. Who dares to search? Who dares to see what walks in the night? If you dare, welcome to the nightmare of Gratu Orloff. Well, I'm coming to you today from the future home of Gratu Orloff Collectibles, a store that will open soon here in Mount Gratu, Wyoming. And ladies and gentlemen, I must say, hold on a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, climate change. Do you see the tears coming from my eyes? It's terrible. It's going to end mankind in 9 years. It brings tears to my eyes. It's existential, man. It's existential, baby. Existential. It's an existential threat to our democracy. Democracy. It's a republic. Fuck you. I thought I'd show you some wonderful books here today that I uncovered while crawling in the city sewer. Found a box of magazines, and here's one of them. It's Zoom. It's a special pinup issue of this. Apparently, this is printed in some ancient. I think this is printed in ancient Babylonian. Yes, it's not real American. It's some foreign Babylonian ancient language. Oh my gosh. There appears to be nudity in this book, ladies and gentlemen. This was from one of those countries where they are unashamed. Yes, yes, indeed. This is the kind of things that you'll deal with in this magazine, Zoom. In all seriousness, and we're always serious here on the Gratu Orloff channel, this appears to be a magazine of some sort, a periodical. Yeah, man. I would say it's French, possibly. From what year? They don't have years over there. They don't measure time in the same way. Time is a temporal illusion in France. It's 1988, ladies and gentlemen. I must have gotten this at some bookstore. And problem is, this magazine's too big to fit in a magazine box. So what I've done is I've got these. Things, that for these books that are magazines that are too big. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going through one of these things today. Oh, I can't show you that. That's horrible. You can't see that one. But yeah, sometimes they'll make magazines that are too large. Oh yeah, that's terrible too. These are packed too tightly, ladies and gentlemen. What do we have here? Why, it's Spiral Scratch with coverage of Blondie. Debbie Harry, They have a note page. Who the hell takes notes in their magazines? This magazine appears to be from England. Sure does. And you can see her nipples through her shirt even. Debbie Harry. Yeah, it's for record collectors, it would appear to be. Yeah, alright, wonderful. See enough of that. Alright. What is this? FHM, For Him magazine from March, April 2000. Okay, I don't even know what this is. I must have bought it. I mean, I got it, so I must have bought it, right? I don't, can't explain it. All right. What else we got? What is this magazine? Special summer double issue. It's the Swing Generation. What is this stuff? Oh, this just looks like something I bought used, because I would not treat a magazine this badly. It's an article on Garbage. That was a great band. I wonder what happened to Shirley Manson. Do you remember Garbage? That's probably why I bought that. Garbage. Yes, indeed. What else is in here? Oh, look at this. It's Hit Parader magazine. The top tunes, ladies and gentlemen, from what year? We'll find out. I'm guessing, let me see the songs here. St. Louis Blues. I'm guessing 1952. What do you guys think? What year do you think this is from? Let's open it up and find out. Oh, I think it's older than that. So, hold on, give me a year, man. Oh, I thought it was Charlton. Shit, this is from 1944. Hit Parader. It's a Charlton publication. Arthur Cass, editor. Yeah, see, Charlton didn't always just do comics. They started doing these things, and I think that they got in some trouble, from what I understand, for printing song lyrics without permission or something like that. I don't know. Harlem Jamboree. Yes, as with all Charlton publications, it's printed on the highest quality paper. So that's that. What else is here? It's The Face, with coverage of the Spice Girls. Another one of these magazines from some, I think it's a British magazine. Yeah. Now, this is from March of 1997. How about that? Sure was. Yeah, I bought it obviously because of the Spice Girls, which is actually something I liked. I like the Spice Girls. What is this? Oh, it's Record Collector magazine, also British. And this is from March of 1988. So this is what we did before the internet was invented. We read magazines, and this is how you would order records before eBay existed. To those of you that are too stupid to be old, too stupid to have been born at the right time. What kind of morons are you to have missed out on the pre-internet world? Okay, this is The Face. Oh, cool. Well, these were bought because of Susie and the Banshees. obviously. The Face is, this is February 1982. And if you don't know Susie and the Banshees, well then you ought to, here on the wonderful YouTube network, you should look up their music. Perhaps you'll learn about a band that you should be enjoying. Sure enough, yeah, 1982, ladies and gentlemen. AD. And here's another copy of The Face from August of 1980, again purchased because of Susie and the Banshees. And they got Devo in here too. Devo. And you used to think de-evolution was just a joke, right? Now you see that it's happening right before your eyes. Well, yesterday, almost everybody in the comic book community put a video up except for me. And they were some great videos. I don't know who Wendy James is, but says, how far will she go? This is another copy of The Face. This is from May of 1991. But again, the people in England make these magazines too big to fit in anything, so I've got it in this little plastic deal. Alright, so what else we got? Why, this is from May-June 1988, Volume 1, Number 2 of Strange Things Happening, and this is obviously about 1960s rock and roll and culture. See, it's not just music. It's got this article on the Silver Surfer. It's got this is just a pop culture magazine about the 60s. It even reprints some Crazy Cat cartoons, which is before the 1960s, but don't tell them that. And they got a thing about Alan Moore. Did I say Alan? Alan Moore. Alan. He's Alan Moore, the Stooges. I will pronounce things oddly, so I appear to be a Johnny Quest villain. There's no way to tell what country I'm from. I have an accent that could be anything. I am a Johnny Quest villain. Alan Moore. Here is Strange All Things. No, Strange Things, not Stranger Things. It has The Man from U.N.C.L.E., it has Van Morrison and Them. It's not just the 60s, or is it? Now it goes into the 70s even. How about that? Oh, and I guess they had Crazy Cat cartoons as the centerfold in every issue. Actually, that's not the centerfold. What is the centerfold? The centerfold is Sid Griffin's Guide to Los Angeles. Yes, indeed. Nostalgia. Shit. And Man from U.N.C.L.'s on the cover, if I didn't point that out. Let's see. What else do we have in here? Oh, look. Monster International. Oh, and if you turn it over, it's Highball Magazine. This is number 4. This is an American magazine because it has a human price on it, $6.95. It's got a little record, a little flexi disc from Man or Astro Man. Man or Astro Man's a 60s style surf instrumental band, but a band from today or from the 90s or whenever. But all their music, all the song titles are based on horror movies and stuff. And see, this is new bands, but see how they have this old style looking Sid Bass looking ad, and it's for the Mono Men. See, there's Man or Astro Man. That's one of their albums. So it has coverage of the Something Weird movies and all that. And Yeah, stuff that you could order, VHS exploitation. Yeah, and they make it look like an old style article you'd get in one of those magazines in the ancient days. Yeah, yep. This is in kind of little dirty comic strips. And they make it look like a famous monsters magazine. If you dare turn the page and get an eyeful of awful Dr. Orloff, that is. This is the movie Dr. Orloff only had one F. That's a different Orloff, different chain of the family. they're the black sheep of the Orloff family. I like this illustration here. I don't know if you can see it. You knocked the microphone over, you fuckers. Okay. Oh, it's all about pulp illustrations. Or maybe it's not. It says, what would you do if the woman you loved left you for Satan? Well, they took illustrations from old pulp magazines. And they're using them for some funny article, I guess. But yeah, these are magazines I gotta get, man. Those look fantastic. But anyway, this is of Broads and Brutes, sexy, sleazy, pulp style monsters. See, it's printed on slick paper, and this is back in the days, the old days. I'd say the 90s, when magazines still existed. This was 1994. Look at that monster. Incredible, huh? Well, anyway, this is Monster International. How about that? What else is in here? Well, look, it's a big, from Russ Cochran. It's a reprint of the Frank Frazetta Jungle Man classic Thunda, King of the Congo. And it's big style, almost the size of the original art. Not quite the size of the original art, but it's black and white. They had access to the original art to print this. That's kind of the way, that's Russ Cochran's MO. You know, he did all the EC reprint hardcover editions. And so this is Frazetta's original art for Thunda. But it's too big to put in anything, so I got it in one of these deals. Now, you might remember that Frank Frazetta had a tabloid in the early 70s called Comic Scene about the comic industry. And then he kind of wiped the tears away from that, thinking about climate change. It upsets me so much. I like how Project Veritas re-released, because it was about over a year ago. They got one of the CNN head guys in CNN drunk in a bar, and they had a camera going on him. He says, "Yeah, when we're done with the C-19, we're going to be pushing climate change," and it's like so that's our next big thing we're going to be doing. And so now you see exactly what's going on. Well, anyway, he did Comic Scene. He changed it to Media Scene because he didn't want to just cover comic books. He wanted to cover all kinds of media, and then at a certain point he turned it from Media Scene into Preview, and it became a big magazine. Now, this is all Steranko's. This was supposed to be production art from a proposed Silver Surfer movie. So it's still got a lot of comics in it. You know, like here he's got Terry and the Pirates little, I remember this. This is, they're saying that Terry and the Pirates is going to become a big movie. Of course it didn't, but, oh my God. This is the proposed, look at this poster. This is the proposal for what Terry, this giant fold-out poster, man. This is better than Playboy, isn't it? How can I fucking show it to you? It's just so big. so large. All right. Well, anyway, it's Terry and the Pirates. Something that never happened. I guess the closest thing to this that we got in that time period was Raiders of the Lost Ark. But still, Terry and the Pirates remains something that only old timers and comic book people remember was once a hugely popular thing. Anyway, so by making it not just, and he has all kinds of little things. Flash Gordon in the storyboards of Mongo. So here, it's a fascinating behind-the-scenes look at the art of storytelling and cinematic technique created by one of Hollywood's most respected production illustrators, Mentor Webner. So it's a little book, and it shows the... Man, I gotta make you guys closer to me. This never happens on CNN. Okay, so anyway, all these storyboards for Flash Gordon. I mean, this magazine's incredible. Here's the art of Barry Windsor Smith, and it's still covering comic books, but and upcoming comic books, just like he used to do in comic scene. Yikes! Sons of bitches. But here's a big article on Superman 2. But see, the thing about, what Starenko's thinking, if it's a magazine about movies in general, then I can get interviews with all these starlets. Maybe I can meet Olivia Newton-John, right? So it's still Steranko covering comics, but now he's able to say, yes, I'm from this magazine that's nationally distributed. They don't know who Steranko is, so that's the September-October, okay, I would say 1980, because here's an ad for Empire Strikes Back. It says, now in your galaxy. Yeah. Here's another issue with this Popeye movie. They look pretty good as Popeye and all of it. It just wasn't a good movie, and the music was just terrible. See, he has these little booklets and interviewed the director of that really bad Lone Ranger movie that came out around 1980. And they made a Lone Ranger movie about 5, 6, 7 years ago that had Johnny Depp as Tonto, and it's typical, and that the hero is a Caucasian male, and so they've got to make him seem dumb. Lone Ranger has to be an idiot, and Tonto's, the smart one, which is ironic because Tonto in Spanish means stupid. But anyway, so Tonto's the smart one. That's how they do it in every movie. Make Doctor Strange dumb. Let's not let him be the Sorcerer Supreme. Make Thor dumb. That's how they do it. It's just, anyway. So you're watching this movie, you think, it's better than that Lone Ranger movie from like 1980, 81, but this is, and I don't think most people got very far in that Lone Ranger movie before they turned off their DVD. But if you can get to the last 30 minutes of that Lone Ranger movie that came out a few years ago, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like a different director came in, and the William Tell Overture comes on the soundtrack, and there's a scene on involving a train, and it seems like it goes on for 30 minutes. It's amazing. If that was the only, if they should just recut that movie and only give you the last 30 minutes of it, it would be the greatest Lone Ranger thing you've ever seen. And then at the very end, Lone Ranger's dumb again. But I swear, if you get that DVD or Blu-ray and just watch the very end of it, maybe my memory's clouded, but I remember it being as much fun as Raiders of the Lost Ark almost. Here's some more Flash Gordon stuff. Look at how he Steranko's just a master of production design. It's good. This is when Flash Gordon came out. So he's got all this stuff. And then, he's advertising the comic album with Al Williamson art on the back. Here's a big article on Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, there's something that was put right here that I took out, and that's took out years ago, and I still have it, I hope, somewhere. But it's a little booklet that unfolds and shows, because Steranko did the production paintings, the pre-production paintings for Raiders of the Lost Ark, and so I pulled those out because I wanted to unfold them. But this issue, you may just say, Popeye, you see it in a bargain bin, you ought to pick it up because it's got great stuff in it. But look, look how Jim Steranko he poses himself, yeah, this magazine went on for quite a while. It's a deal on John Carpenter. There were a lot of good movies that came out. Wait. Flash Gordon. Wasn't Flash Gordon several years before that Lone Ranger movie? I was thinking Flash Gordon was about 1980 and that Lone Ranger movie was about 82, but maybe it took a while for them to make that piece of trash. I don't know. I could be mistaken. Oh, and there's another copy, a preview. The Uncensored Bo. See, it's Steranko wants to be able to put Bo Derek on the cover with her nipples popping through, and Jane Seymour and stuff. But he's still covering the science fiction stuff and the comic book stuff for the other people. See, he's got a section in the back called Comic Scene, which was the original name of this magazine. And he's got ads for comic books about comics. Big thing on American Werewolf in London. I love that movie. I tried showing it to my wife. She didn't like it, but this thing on Conan the Barbarian movie. And then shit about Tattoo with Maud Adams. I don't care about that. That was back when a woman getting a tattoo was a very exotic thing, And you can get all your Steranko books. There's an article on the Little Orphan Annie movie. All right, that's Yikes! What are you guys doing? Keep falling over. Here's another issue. This was $2.95. Remember when magazines could cost $2.95 now? Magazines are all $14. Whole page of books, Wally Wood art. First look at Creep Show. Our interview with Stephen King. Apparently there was a Marco Polo movie. I think it was a TV movie. Okay, coverage of Conan the Barbarian. Exclusive conversation with Arnold Schwarzenegger. See, this way he got to meet movie stars. If you're doing a magazine called Comic Scene, it just, it was really like a fanzine with real great production design. And the movie stars aren't going to talk to you. Oh man, I remember Grease 2. Wow. That was almost as bad as climate change, man. Sure was. Okay. So, the bitch goddess as cult figure, Morgan Fairchild, it says. So yeah, he gets to hang out with Morgan Fairchild and John Travolta doing this magazine, and that helps prop up his, because Jim Steranko didn't have much of an ego, and this made him feel better about himself. Oh, look at this. They have coverage of heavy metal, and look at this. They've got a flip book where you can, I don't know if I can't do that. You can flip through it and see, hold on. a second. I'll be right back, motherfuckers, because I think that shitty music in the background is from that goddamn Batman movie, and I think it's... Oh, shit, that's gonna give me a copyright. Fucking... God damn it, you fuckers. I'm playing YouTube music in the background in the other room, and it started playing that goddamn music from that movie. All right. Well, what was I showing you? Oh, preview. Outland was a Sean Connery movie that was supposed to be high noon in outer space. I think the graphic novel movie adaptation of Outland, as I recall, was drawn by Jim Steranko. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Hold on. I was going to show you this flip through animation. Maybe it'll work if I hold the phone like so. I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, it's just kind of a cool looking little Mazagane, man. Harrison Ford battles Nazi death. Blowout. That was a pretty good movie. Pictures of Morgan Fairchild, yeah. Superman 2. Oh, there's Steranko looking cool, man. Reasons why readers buy preview. Okay, he's talking about when Reagan was shot. And this is the back issue. See, it started as Comic Scene with a Doc Savage issue. Shazam. I have that all horror issue. I don't know if I have the Doc Savage one. I've always wanted... I know I got the John Carter Lives one. Yeah, so Comic Scene, and then it changes the media scene, but it's still pretty much the same. It's kind of a tabloid. Then it stays media scene. There's early production art for Star Wars, and then Wonder Woman. Yeah, anyway, and then it became preview. About that. Alright, so the world of magazines that don't fit in any box. This is what I'm showing you here. Then I'm going to get these books upstairs. This is what I'm going to do. Sure am. So, I'll be right back. Listen. So, yeah, trying to get things organized here at the Gratu Orloff International Building of Trade, and I keep finding things that are, here's cool little Japanese, before Americans started calling them Power Rangers, there's a Kamen Rider. Very good. Incredible. What is this? Some little fanzine. Ominous Delusion. I don't know anything about this fanzine. Is this mine? Is this my one? Oh, there's a letter in it dated 14. Since when did years have 14 months? Now he must be some foreigner that puts the date first, then the month. February 14th, 1997. To whom it may concern, the Sophisticate is my new favorite zine. The Sophisticate was a magazine I put out. I could show you some copies of it here in a minute. So this guy must have ordered my magazine mail order from me, and then he wrote me this letter and sent me a copy of his zine. The Sophisticate is my new favorite zine, and he spells favorite wrong because you see he's in England and they don't know how to spell English over there. He puts a U in it. What a moron. The Sophisticate is my new favorite zine. I couldn't have custom designed anything right up my alley myself, yet I have enclosed my own zine. Actually, it's my autobiography, as it were, for your pain and displeasure. No, actually, since I picked up a copy of the Sophisticate, I'm no longer in the psychological trauma that I was when Ominous Delusion was written. Anyway, I have a scrapbook full of trashy stuff that you may or may not want copies of, Betty Page, Jane Mansfield, etc., and tons of late 70s, early 80s professional wrestling and punk rock stuff. Please send me more info on the Sophisticate, such as what other issues are available. The only one I have is the best of. And oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Sealed with a kiss, Jen Steiger. P.S. You can call me at, there's the phone number. Page me or leave a message. Thanks again for your brilliant publication. 817 area code. That makes it sound like it's Fort Worth, but I think this is, no, maybe this is just someone that wants to be an Anglophile. So this guy must be a Dallas Fort Worth person with an 817 area code. Anyway, it's one of these things. I'm a tortured goth. That would be funny if I called that number now. 97. It is over, 25 years later. Hey, I got your note. Yeah. Jen Steiger. Well, okay. So I don't know. I don't know if I ever met that guy or anything. How about that? Here's Forbidden Books and Video. This was a store in Dallas. It was a bookstore, a video store, and it also was a coffee shop. And I hung out there a lot, and my magazine, The Sophisticate, was sold there. It says exotic books, fetish art, weird fiction, adult comics, strange videos, unusual music, t-shirts, art, and more. The guy that ran that, Jason Cohen, still runs a store called, it's not called Forbidden now, it's called Curiosities, yeah, and it's like a weird antique store. Yeah, those were the days. What else we got here? Oh, I saved this from some tabloid. It's Last Meals, The Murderer's Last Meals. It's kind of morbid. Gene Simmons is not the lead, it's not the guy from Kiss. Okay. Ted Bundy. Oh, he was health conscious. He had tomatoes and salad. Man, if you're gonna be executed, you might as well have a. Thomas Barefoot had a pizza. This guy, Henry Porter, had look at all the ice cream he ate. These are the meals that your tax dollars go to feeding these killers. All right, yeah, I used to be a pretty twisted person to say this. Actually, from the Globe. I got a big pile here of shit. Kinds of shit here. Stuff that's too big to fit anywhere else except a drawer. Here's a copy of Raw. These I think these are valuable now. This is number 8. It's art school kind of. See, it's got a little booklet of mouse. Sure enough, this is called Raw. Raw, raw, raw. All kinds of stuff here. What is this stuff? Oh, yeah, man. This is the store. If you're ever in Dallas, go to this store. They a lot of times will have comic books and man, I have 2 copies of Tales of Suspense with the First Black Widow, and one of them I bought from him. I don't think I bought it for more than $20. So Curiosities, this is a good store. The other one I've had since like the 80s. And if you're in Arlington, Texas, go to Jambo's Barbecue. That's a great place. No relation to Jambo in the comic book community. I should put that, I'm just finding these cards and stuff as I go through stuff. So, as I saw that Metarog had just been in Dallas, he was showing stuff he bought in Dallas, but I don't think he went to what my favorite store is in Dallas, which is Duncanville Books. Although one of the books he had a little green dot, I think, in the corner, little sticker, which is the way that they price their books at Duncanville Books, in little stickers. And so he went to a store that must have been aping the way that they do it at Duncanville Books. All right. What else we have here? This is they used to have this in every record store in Dallas, Fort Worth, and Arlington. It was called Buddy, and it was all through the 70s and 80s. You would get a copy of Buddy magazine. It's named after Buddy Holly. I like this. I Was Bigfoot's Love Slave. But if you see it from a distance, it looks like Shirley MacLaine was Bigfoot's love slave. So I saved that cover. I saved this and even laminated it because I thought this guitar show ad of these 2 cowgirls, I don't know where they got that photograph, but it's great. Just great design on this. So I'll put that up probably in a closet or something. Here's the 1978 Mad Silver Jubilee calendar. And it's got cool art. I think each month kind of is a different, they have stuff from different decades. This is the cool one, January, that has the big ping pong. Yeah, so that was January. That was, they go through the years, so now we're up to 56. And then all the art there on the page is from that time period. So this is all the art from the EC era Mad. I'm watching. I'm on a porch. I'm watching the neighbors. I don't know what they seem to be looking. They're having a new. Their driveways, the cement's being poured next door, and they keep coming over and looking at stuff on my yard. So I wonder what's up out there. This is the Frazetta Ringo Starr. I'll show you where I'm at here. See, I set up this new little studio, and let me turn around, and you can see that I can see out, see everything going on around me. I thought I could get some natural light and be easier on my eyes than that fluorescent ring light. Oh, I have a bunch of puzzles here. Oh man, I was wondering where these were. Here's Elvira calendar, but I keep finding things. This is 1960s frame tray puzzle of it's one of these monster ones. There's another one. And this one is also amazing. Look at that. And here's Judy Jetson writing a fan letter to Jet Screamer. And another fantastic then of course this is what Jim Steranko was doing in the mid-70s, or maybe it was early 70s. I got it in the mid-70s. This is the history of comics. This is part 1, and it's all about Golden Age comics, and it's fantastic. And it's got pulps in it too. And I read this when I was in 5th grade, and it blew my mind. This is it's a wraparound cover, and here's the sequel, History of Comics 2. Oh, and this goes up through, this covers it covers Plastic Man and the Spirit and stuff, Black Hawk, Captain Marvel Jr. We're gonna finally get to see that Elvis movie tonight that came out. That's supposed to show Elvis reading Captain Marvel Jr. in that movie. Here's a National Enquirer, Man Eats Dogs. I've shown you that before here on this channel. Raquel Welch says, I'm not the greatest actress, but see, the Enquirer used to be horribly gory. It says, beheads killer expecting a big reward, but he's held for murder. So it's got a picture of a severed head. And I remember in Mad Magazine, a reprint of a 60s Mad Magazine, it was 33-year-old Mamie Van Doren says, I married a teenager, but he's all man. Yeah, they did a parody of the National Enquirer, and they had it all gory, and I thought, this isn't because I was reading a reprint from the 60s and the 70s, and my mom bought the National Enquirer whenever we went to the supermarket, and I remember looking through it, and I was thinking, the National Enquirer is tame. That's not this, bloodthirsty slayer stabs her 137 times, then sets corpse afire. It used to be a very, but the Mad Magazine parody from the 60s showed me that it used to be really gory. And then when I got these these old ones, I realized that the mad parody was accurate. This is September 27th, 64. That Mamie Van Doren one is from August of 66, and Raquel Welch one is September 18th, 1966. Then here's some pin-up calendars. There's another Elvira calendar. Yes, indeed. I'm going to go put these in, all this stuff in a drawer upstairs. This is a replica of the backboard for the Aurora monster scenes, which I call torture scenes. Here's a little flyer advertising, it's not a comic, it's a flyer for Xenozoic Tales that you would get free at the comic store at the checkout counter when that was new. What is this? Oh, it's a little advertisement that you got free at the movie theater, or maybe it was the comic store, for it unfolds for Disney's Tron movie. So it's a poster for Tron. See that? The sun kept being kind of gory all through the... Oh boy. Looks like a headline from today. Drinking cuts... Okay, this is the last photo of Elvis alive. This is September 20th, 1977. What else? What is in here? Oh, here's Hedy Lamarr and a poster for The Strange Woman. Actually, this came out of a magazine. Here's some, this was given to me by my friend Jim Conrad, The Funny Papers. This is from March of 75, I believe it says there. But it's just, it's got a thing about Planet of the Apes. But it reprints old comic strips, and then it also has like Dr. Atomic, which is underground kind of thing, but it has Smokey Stover. Well, Ezekiel Wolf is, this is mostly underground actually. There's a Crumb strip, so this is and there's, you know, a Von Baudet cartoon on the cover. So it reprints like one old, here's another one, comic with the I don't know. He was getting rid of a lot of his stuff and brought over a bunch of stuff to me. This I've had for a long time. It's Basil Wolverton Art. It's gigantic. This is bigger than a Treasury edition. There's his apocalyptic Bible vision, and it's got giant, you know, sized Space Hawk and stuff. This is the size like of original art. So that's another cool thing. I think I'm going to go outside for a second and see what the neighbors are looking at, if something's gone wrong, and then I'll come right back in, because I still wanted to show you some stuff upstairs. So just hold your horses there. I'll be right back. Damn it. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, the neighbors were, they're rebuilding kind of the rock fence because they had to take some of the rock down, and they're over in my yard looking to see how the rock was, went around a bend. So anyway, I'm taking this box upstairs. And then I'll show you some of what that guy was talking about when he ordered the Sophisticate, which was a magazine I did years ago. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. This is a copy of the Sophisticate. This is I did this drawing of kind of looks like Joe Biden. But anyway, it's this is from 1990. Where do I get some light to show you this better? Okay, maybe this is better. So that's what it looked like. That was the back cover. Yeah, pictures of Sheena and all kinds of just junk in it. So that's issue number 11. Now the first 10 weren't called the Sophisticate. It was a parody of the campus newspaper at the college I went to. But okay, so then issue 12 is covers the movie Anne Margaret and Henry Lee Lucas were in together. Henry's back in town. So this is just, this is the magazine. So it's all kinds of weird collage, cut up stuff. Thing about Robert Tilton. So that was issue 12. Alright. Do I only have one copy of issue 12? That's not good. Here's issue 14. 13, I think I must have made digest size. I think so. What's this one? Well, I've got some others in another box. This is issue 18. And Joe Riley did this back cover of Jan from Space Ghost. Yeah, this one's a pretty good issue. But I did this other magazine called Sling Rave Corvette. And it says, a new exciting magazine for girls from the creators of the Sophisticate. So this is a Sling Rave Corvette. And I thought I did 2 issues of it. Maybe I only did 1. Could be. I don't know. But I saw some other, there's another box around here somewhere, the Sophisticate. And that's probably where the others are. Okay. So. So how are you guys doing today on this wonderful Saturday? Dang it. I'm cleaning up a mess here. Sorry. Oh no, Drew. No. Shit. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Fantastic. Hold on. Okay. I'm cleaning up some poop here. This is what I'm doing because there's a little diaper pad out for her, and she, while I was cleaning the diaper pad, she came over to use it, but I was busy with it, so she pooped right off. All right. Over here, and I have a bunch of DVDs. These are all Blu-rays mostly. The DVDs are mostly in that basement area. Oh, I should check and see if we had any mail too while I'm at it. Okay. Oh man. Will the nightmare ever end? Oh man. Cleaning up another mess. Well, I haven't had breakfast yet. Maybe that's something I should do. I fed the dog and the cats, but I have not fed myself. I know we were planning on going to see this Elvis movie tonight. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, no. The dog's going in the trash can taking stuff out. Drew, don't do that. Drew, look what you're doing. You're making a mess. Okay. Drew, come here. Come here, Drew. Drew is being mischievous today. Peeing, pooing, taking trash out of the trash can. It's just so mischievous, man. I can't take it anymore. Okay. Now I will clean my hands. All right. So, this is a little bathroom toy display. All right. Now let's take this trash out and see if we have any mail.
Do not wear red for obvious reasons. Makes you look very pasty white.
Damn it. All right. Okay. Seal up the trash. Trash goes in the trash bin. Mail, no mail. Some of the neighbors have redone the driveway there. Yeah, they said wind is going to pick up around 1 o'clock today, so I guess that's the beginning of the wind.
Mail, okay? Got permanently.
I guess this is last night's Nerdrotic on TV. One moment.
Enjoy it. Yes. Can you grab the baby gifts? Yeah.
Walk to mommy.
I'm making a mixtape, or disc rather, recording music, so that's what that's about. But I'm gradually working on cleaning up. I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I got all this stuff that I need to take upstairs. That stuff I was showing you, all those big books were right here. So that's why you got a little clean spot in the middle. So This is the everyday reality. I can't keep trying to. Been here since April, but I'm still unpacking and building back better, ladies and gentlemen. As the immortal Klaus Schwab says, we must always build back better. And I'll clean my hands again. And see if there's anything else I can show you, since you've been so patient to stick around while I've been doing all these errands. Oh, I think I see a few things. Oh, what is this? Oh, here's some books we can look at. Hold on. Let's see what's in this pile of stuff. Perhaps it will be entertaining. Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock, and they said the wind will start at 1. They were accurate. Yes, indeed. All right, well, let's take a look at what we got here. Why, look, it's Astonishing Tales number 32. Deathlock the Demolisher. It's a 25-cent book, so perhaps I should move some of these books. $25-cent Marvel books, you always look and make sure the value stamp is in them. And although not all 25-cent books have value stamps, it's yeah, this is okay. It's before the value stamps, apparently. Oh, in Arlington, always go. If you're ever in Arlington, Texas, go to Skillet and Grill Cafe. They're real good. Here's a 10-cent comic, Candy. So yeah, absolutely. She's America's favorite teenage girl from the Quality Comics Group. Candy and Burnt Offerings. So we've got Candy and Deathlock there. And then here's some of my childhood Dennis the Menace comics. Here's a Dell Captain and the Kids comic from the Corbin Pedigree collection. Not Richard Corbin, the other Corbin, the Corbin that no one's heard of. And more of my childhood Dennis the Menace comics. Yeah, from, how about that? That can't be my, boy, that's in bad shape. When I see one in bad shape, I say, that can't be my childhood copy, because I didn't treat books that badly. But I don't know. Here's an Electra comic. It's probably one of these dirty ones because it's got Marvel Knights written on it. Not from my time period. This is Tales of Terror. It's 30 postcards. So they're postcards of like pre-code horror, you know, but I can't open it very far or the book will, you know, all the cards will fall out. But I think that's what you're supposed to do. These probably look good on a wall, but anyway. Something I must have gotten at half-price books. So how about that? Incredible, huh? What the fucking hell? Drew's watching. What are you seeing out there, Drew? Drew watches everything outside. Well, stay sick, turn blue. I'll be seeing you guys soon.